Alright, what is going on, everybody? So if you look at how to get spare rations in Destiny 2 Season of the Deep, as you see, I don't have it in my collection, so I figured what better way to get myself spare rations than to record myself going over how to get it, as well as what I think the god roll is. So starting right off into it, in order to get spare rations in your collections, you can get it in a couple different ways. So you can just do the deep engrams, which will cost 1, however, it can give you any of the deep weapon, armor, or weapons, so I don't know if you'd want to go with that one. You'd probably just want to go with the Reckoning Weapon Engram, which it costs 2 deep engrams as well as 3,000 glimmer. And once you do get a spare rations, that's when you can farm it. It will cost 4 deep engrams as well as 3,000 glimmer, but you can keep buying spare rations over and over and over as long as you have enough glimmer and deep engrams. The farms for deep engrams are the Shadow Throne boss. Get it done with a fire team. You do have to have someone else in there with you doing it to keep saving the checkpoint. But that's a really easy farm. You could also just play the game and earn keys, complete activities. You'll get engrams as well as the salvage and the deep dive keys, which when you do a deep dive or a salvage and when you open the chest with that key, you actually get more loot. You get like 3 engrams sometimes is the most I've gotten with using my key in a salvage. And if you do it that way, you get deep engrams from pretty much completing every activity in the game. It isn't always guaranteed that you get a deep engram at the end of an activity as well as a key, but they seem to have a pretty high drop rate anyway. Another way to get spare rations other than the deep engram system is by fishing. When you deposit your legendary fish, it actually has a chance of dropping spare rations. And you really just want to get it in your collections tab to farm it that way. Once you get your deep engrams, the best way to do it is just going to be by focusing it. So let's see if I can get a spare rations. SMG. A sword, which I didn't have. And there it is. We get spare rations. So we get subsistence opening shot. Not the worst roll in the world, but the roll I'm going to be looking out for, which I'm going to go over here. So, 4 spare rations. Let me take my camera out of the way really quickly. So, first spare rations, the god roll I'm going to be looking out for. Chamber Forge rifling, ricochet rounds, a slide shot, as well as opening shot with a ranged masterwork. Now, I'm always sliding in PvP with a hand cannon, so having the extra 20 range and 30 stability, as well as partially reloading the magazine, is always going to be handy. And there's a 0.3 second cooldown after activating Slide Shot, which isn't long at all. After sliding these 2 buffs to the range and stability, it does last for 3 seconds. You also have time to slide into a gunfight and have those boosts active. We also have Opening Shot, which will give us 20 aim assistance as well as 25 range on our first shot of an attack. And this has a cooldown of 3.1 seconds afterwards. By the time you kill a player in PvP, it should be ready to go for the next player. And that's pretty much it. Now that I have spare rations, I could just keep buying it with my 4 deep engrams as well as the 3,000 glimmer. If you aren't able to focus your spare rations, that's because you haven't done the deep weapon focusing. All you need to do for this is obtain any 6 Season of the Deep or Reprise Reckoning weapons. And then you can focus your weapons over here in the helm. All you'd have to do is get any 3 of these weapons, or any 3 of these weapons, or you could just get all 6 reckoning weapons. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as you have 6 of these weapons. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on spare rations now, as well as what perks you're looking out for on this weapon. That's it for the video. I'll see you all in the next one, alright? Peace.